Good morning, students. Sai Ram. Welcome you all in our next session of online classes. So, students, today we are going to continue our chapter number 9, which is financial management. I hope you all have aware about the financial management. Financial management means how we manage our finance to start a business, to run a business, or to meet daily expenses of business. Okay, so for managing finance we have to take some decision, and these decisions are divided into three groups, which are number one is investment decision, second financing decision, and third one is dividend decision. Okay, students, as I said, financial management means from where we acquire money, how we invest that money, okay, and after getting profit, how we distribute our money. So these are some questions which arises while making financial planning, or we can say that while managing finance. So um, these decisions are related to these questions, like investment decision, financing decision, and dividend decision. Financial decision related to from where we acquire money, means what are the sources which are available from where a company avail money, okay. And investment decision means after getting that money, after getting the finance from the sources like debentures, equity, loan from banks, from financial institution, after getting these sources, where we have to invest, okay, whether we invest in a capital budgeting or in a working capital. Capital budgeting related to the fixed capital or fixed assets, means we have to invest in a fixed assets, or we have to invest in a current assets. So these this decisions are related to the investment decision. Okay, so financial decision understood, investment decision done, and after investing we we get a profit, means a company get the profit. So the after getting profit, next question arises that what we do with our profit, whether we retain that money as a reserve or use in a future, or we have to distribute this profit among shareholders, which is known as dividend, means amount of money, the amount of profit which is distributed by the owner of a company to the shareholder is known as dividend. So this question is also arises. So when we decide that what decision is to be taken, and what are the sources, and how can we invest, and how can we distribute our profit, so while deciding these decision, there are some factors which affect our decision, like number one is financing decision. In financing decision we have to decide whether we go toward the debt, means whether I borrow money or whether I use my own money. My own money means owner's fund, like equity, means whether I borrow loan or money from outside the company, like debentures, loan from bank, from financial institutions, or I use my own money as shares, like equity. Okay, so these are the financing decision, or we can take both, some part of debenture and some part of shares. Look, student, big companies want large resources, and for the large resources they require large amount of money. So how can they get large amount of money? They issue their shares, their owners fund, they distribute to the general public, to the big shareholders, and after getting profit they return back to the shareholders as a dividend. So how can they, by this way they raise their money. And debenture, they borrow from the outside of the company. Okay, now what are the financing decisions? Determination of proportion of equity and debenture or debt is the main issue in the financing decision. Look student, as I said that company require a large amount of investment, large amount of money. So what the company do? Company issue their shares and general public and big shareholder purchase their share, and that money goes to the companies, and then those companies use those money for their investment, uh, and after investment they get a profit, and after that they distribute this profit to the shareholder to repay back as a dividend. Okay, so this is the whole process. Same as in a debenture. Debenture is like a loan to a company. They issue debenture and the debenture holder purchase their debentures, but um, the company have to pay a fixed amount of rate of interest to the debenture holder. Like in a if a company issue a shares, then they have to pay according to the share position or company's position. Means if a company um, if a company gets profit, then shareholder also get profit. If a company goes into a loss, then the shareholder also goes into a loss. Means they also bear losses. But if a company issue debenture, so they have to give fixed amount of money which is already promised or which is already mentioned in their debentures certificate or their form. So they have to give that particular or fixed amount of money to the debenture holder, whether a company faces loss or whether it is a profit. Okay, so this is the role of debenture and equity in the financing decision. Now, once the best combination of best debt and equity is determined, the next step is to raising appropriate through available resources. Means why we do financing decision? In financing decision, we have to decide that what proportion of equity and what proportion of debt we require. Okay, now look students, there are many factors which affect financing decision. Means after before taking financing decision, before taking the decision regarding whether we have to invest, whether we use the long term resources or short term resources or equity or debenture, there are many factors which comes in the mind of a financial management or the financial manager. Like number one is cost. Look student, cost is the first and primary factor which affects the financing decision. If we issue debenture or if we issue equity, then we have to calculate, then the financial manager have to calculate that which cost is lower. So which equity or debenture whose cost is lower, then that is very profitable for a company, so they have to invest in a equity or a debenture. Okay, so cost is most important. Means at the time of issue, whether it is a debenture or equity, whose cost is lower, so that is profitable to a company. If the cost of debenture is lower, then we go through the debenture. If the cost of equity is lower, then we go with the equity. Next one is risk. Look students, there are three type of risk. Number one is high risk, medium risk and lower risk. The, high investment means high risk, high profit means high risk. Look students, if we think about the high profit, then we have to take a high risk. So higher risk is also not profitable. Sometimes we get the higher loss also. So we have to invest, we have to acquire the money from that resource who is moderate risk. Like if we talk about the debenture is very risky and shares is also very risky, but we have to decide which is the more risky. Like if we borrow debenture, okay, if we borrow money from debenture, then or and we get loss. So if we get lost, then it doesn't matter, we have to pay a fixed amount of money to the debenture holder as a interest. So it become a riskier. But if we issue share, then our loss is also shared by the shareholder, so it is less riskier. So in the point of view of company, which is more riskier, we have to decide, and then we acquire money from that resources. Next one is flotation cost. Look student, flotation cost is that cost which is occurred when we issue debenture or any security or any source of finance. If we issue equity, so we have to prepare a prospectus. So the amount of money which is used to prepare a prospectus is known as flotation cost. So we have to decide which occurred higher flotation cost. So what we choose, the source of money which require less flotation cost, that resource is beneficial to us, whether it is a equity or it is a debenture. If the flotation cost means the issuing cost of debenture is high, then it is not profitable for a company. If the flotation cost of a equity is low, then it is a profitable of a company to the company. So first, before deciding or before taking financing decision, we have to check this whose flotation cost is less. Okay, next one is cash flow position. Look students, cash flow position of a company is also a important question or important thing which we have to decide. Like the cash flow position of a company is sound, or the cash flow position company is not so good, but we issue debenture, then if the cash flow position of a company is not mild or is not smooth, but what we did, we issue a debenture, then we have to pay in a future, we have to pay interest in a future. It is not profitable for a company. But if the cash flow position is good, then taking borrowings is not riskier, because we are having cash and we will pay in future. Okay, let's take an example. If the cash flow position of a company is not good, okay, if the cash flow position of a company is not good, but if we borrow money from the outside of a company, for example, if we borrow from a bank or any other financial institution, but as per the commitment we have to give them up in proper interest as per their rules and regulation, as per the legal formalities. Okay, so we have to do that, we have to pay accordingly. But if the cash flow position is good, then there is no problem. We take borrowings, we borrow money from the bank, from the financial institution, from the debenture, because we are in a position to repay back. Okay, so cash flow position is also important. If the cash flow position is not good, then shares is the better option. Next one is level of fixed operating costs. Look student, there are some fixed operating costs which is paid by a company, like income tax, rate of interest. If a company already borrow some money from the outside of a company, like from any other institution, and he paid that money regularly, okay, with the rate of interest which is already fixed. So our company's fixed operating cost is already fixed, rather than if we borrow more money, then we have to pay fixed amount of money. So this is a riskier position. Means if we already borrow money from the outside of a company, or we um, borrow money from the bank, and we have already paid interest or fixed operating cost on that particular resource, and after that we, what we do, we issue debenture. Then for paying debenture, means to pay the debenture holder, we have, what we do, we have to pay a fixed amount of money to the debenture holder. Then it raise our fixed operating cost. So this is also a riskier position. Okay, now next one is control consideration. Look students, control consideration means, look, if we want a control in our company, then what we do, we have to hold our share more as more we can hold. But if we are not interested, or we are not afraid about any control, any dilution of control, so we have to we will, what we do, we issue share. Like if we, let's take an example, if we issue share, like I am a company and I am holding 60% share of my company, and 40% I have already issued to the general public and some big shareholders. But that means I am a 60% partner of that company, and I am having a control on that company. If I sold out my 20% or my 30% of shares to the general public, means sold out, or we can say that I issue 30% of my shares to the general public, to all for shareholders or to the general public. So what we do, what I do, I dilute my control, because I am sharing my control also by the issuing share. Okay, what I do, I give the right. If I, what the equity means, equity, what is the equity having, equity holder having the voting right of taking decision in a company. And if I dilute my control, means I sold out, I issue my shares, then what I do, I dilute my control on that company, because I share my control, my power, my authorities to the, my rights to the other shareholders. Okay, so if we want the control consideration, if we want the more control, that means I do not share, I do not issue shares, I prefer to the debenture. Next one is state of capital market. Look student, what is the state of capital market? If it is going on a boom position, boom means if the company's shares, if the market is on inflation, then it is beneficial to issue shares or to purchase share. But if the company is going to the depression or deflation or a recession position, then share is not a better option. Debenture is safer and a bit better option. Okay, now I hope you all have understand. Next one is dividend decision. Look students, what is the dividend? Dividend means the amount of profit, a part of profit which is distributed to the shareholders on behalf of holding shares. Okay, so the next decision is after, after getting profit, what we do with that profit. We distribute these profit to the shareholder, or we retain that amount, some amount of money for the future investment or for the future meeting expenses. So this is the dividend decision. A firm distribute all profit or retain them, or distribute a portion and retain the balance with it. What is this? This is called dividend decision. Means after getting profit, what we do with that profit. For example, in the 100 from the 100% profit, 60% of the profit we a company distribute to the shareholders, and 40% retain with it as a journal reserve for meeting future expenses or meeting future uncertainties or for future growth of a company. Okay, so this ratio, the deciding the ratio is known as dividend decision. Okay class, before deciding this dividend decision, there are many factors which affect the dividend decision. Look student, there are many factors are given, but some factors are important, like number one is stability of earning. If the earning is stable, that it is not a problem to give higher dividend to the shareholder. But if the stability of earning means the earning is not stable, sometimes it's higher, sometimes it is lower, then giving or distributing whole dividend is risky. So we distribute some amount of profit to the shareholder and keep some amount as a reserve, okay, as a retained earning. Next one is, what is the financing policy of the firm? Look student, financing policy, that what is the policy which is divided, that 60% we have to distribute to the dividend to the shareholder and 40% we have to keep with us. That what is the financing policy which we follow is also the another factor. Next one is, there are many, like taxation position. Look students, before before distributing dividend, a company has to pay tax on dividend. If the tax rate is higher, then that means the company has to pay more. If the tax rate is lower, that means the company has to pay less. If the tax rate is less, that means the amount of money is remaining more than we expect. That means we will distribute more to the shareholder as a dividend. Okay, so this is the tax position. Next one is legal requirement. Look student, we have to fulfill all the legal formalities, all the legal requirement, and after fulfillment of all the requirements and the remaining amount, then we have to distribute that remaining amount to the dividend. Next one is preference of the shareholder. Look student, if the shareholder wants that we want more dividend, then we have to pay to the dividend, because preference of shareholder is most important. But if the shareholder thought about the growth of a company and says that, "Oh, it's okay, we do not need a more dividend, stable dividend we want," that then what the company do, company pay less as a dividend. So shareholder preference is another and a most important thing. Okay, now next one is borrowing. Like if we borrow, like legal constraint, we can say that legal constraint means if we borrow something from outside of a company and we have a contractual constraint with them, that we have to pay first to that person, that because we borrow something, we borrow money from others, then what is the policy, that we have to pay first to them, and after that the remaining part of the profit we have to distribute among the dividend shareholders. Okay, now these are some factors which affect the dividend decision. Next one is investment decision. Look student, investment decision is divided into two parts: long term investment and short term. Long term means when we invest for a long period of time. If we think that we have to invest in a long process or in a long project or in a long term way, then we go to the capital budgeting. If we think about the short term investment, about the short term projects, then we have to go to the working capital management. Look student, we want money, and that money is divided into two parts: fixed assets and current assets. If we invest in a assets which is fixed, then what is this? This is a long term. And if we invest in a current asset, what is this? Working capital. Okay, or we can say that short term. Now, investment decision relates to selection of assets in which fund will be invested by a firm. The asset that can be acquired by a firm may be a long term or may be a short term asset. Okay, the investment decision, what we do in that, what amount of money the amount of money we have to invest in a long term or in a short term asset. Now, there are some factors which affect the investment decision while we taking an investment decision. Like number one is economic growth. If we think about the economic growth of a company, then what we do, we invest in a long term so that we get the long benefits. Next one is confidence. Confidence is also another factor while we deciding that what we have to do. If we find a confidence that this project, this if we invest in that project is not so risky, so if we are confident, then we have to invest in that. Or if we think of, if we feel that this investment in that project is not very good, means we are not confident, then we will not invest in that. Next one is interest rate. If we invest in any asset which interest rate is higher, then we prefer that because we want the more interest. But if the interest rate is less, then we will not invest in that. Next one is state of technology. Look student, if we want the technology which is very beneficial for the future, so we have to invest in that technology. But if we think that this technology is not more beneficial, so we will not invest. So these are the factors which affect investment. Availability of finance. Look students, availability of finance is also most important. If the cash flow position of a company, if the finance is available, then we will invest in any of the project which we want. If the availability is not there, then we have to think about it. Okay, now decisions and their factor which affect the decisions have been completed. So students, capital budgeting and working capital and financial planning we will continue in our next video. Thank you. Sairam.